Hello everyone, this is part 6 on Introduction to Scratch Programming, and in this video we'll be looking upon the events block in Scratch. So let's start. So what are the events block? So as you can see, when you look on them, they seems to be different from the blocks we looked before, like the motion blocks, the looks block and the sound block. So they are a little bit different in their shape, and as you can see, they are curved from above, and they are usual from the below. So why is like that? So basically, the events block are the triggering to our codes. So the code runs whenever that event happens. So as you can see, there are many events like when green flag clicked, when space key pressed, when this sprite clicked, when backdrop switches to backdrop 1, when loudness is greater than 10, when I receive message, broadcast message and wait. So they are the triggering to the blocks, as I told you before. So as you can see that none of the blocks will attach to them from the above and only attach to them from the downwards. So let's see how we can use them. So the first block here is this when green flag clicked. So what is the green flag? So as you will see, the green flag is above here. So when you hover your mouse there, it says go. So what is that? So it is a play button and it helps to run your code. So when you make many codes at the same time, like when green flag is clicked, then move 10 steps, then when green flag is clicked, you're gonna turn 15 degrees clockwise, and then when green flag is clicked, then you can say hello for 2 seconds, and when green flag is clicked, you can start the sound meow here, and from hello I'll replace that to meow there. So let me set the direction back to 90 and the X position to be at 0. So when you want all the codes to run simultaneously, so you can't click on those codes one by one, as they won't be played simultaneously. So what you can do is you can click the green flag here and all the codes will run simultaneously. So like when I click that, you will see that firstly it moves 10 steps, then it turns 15 degrees at the same time, and it says meow for 2 seconds and also play the sound meow. So this helps a lot to make your animations to give it a go at the same time. So let's come on to the next block, which is the when space key is pressed. So let me explain you that what it will do. So this is also a triggering block. So when the space key will be pressed, then the code beneath that will run. So when I'll replace the space key by right arrow key, and I'll add one more space key and replace that with left arrow key, and in motion I'll say change x by 10, and here I'll say change x by -10. So now let's see what happens. So when I click the right arrow key, then the sprite moves forward, and when I click the left arrow key, the sprite moves backward. So now, from now onwards, you can make your own games by using this when right arrow key or space key will be pressed. So the next block is when this sprite is clicked. So now you can make something like play sound meow there, and now when I click on the sprite, that is the cat, then see what happens. The cat says meow. That's good. Now you can also do some interaction with the user and make them have fun like that. So for now, let's delete all them, and now let's add some backdrops there. I'll add this boardwalk, I'll add the canyon. I think 2 is enough. So I'll say something like when this sprite is clicked, then I'll say switch backdrop to backdrop 1, and in events I'll say when backdrop switches to backdrop 1, then I'll say play sound meow there. So now what will happen is when I will click on the sprite, then it will change the backdrop to the white background we have here, this backdrop there, and when the backdrop switches to backdrop 1 there, then it also plays meow sound, and just see the magic there. When I click that, then it switches the backdrop to backdrop 1, and from the events block which I dragged, when backdrop switches to backdrop 1, then it will play sound meow until done. So this will be very helpful to make your games, like when you have some play button or some thumbnail on that. So that will be very helpful to you like that, and you can make your games there. So now let's look upon the next block there, which is when loudness is greater than 10. So what is loudness? Loudness is the sound around your microphone, and as now I am speaking, therefore the loudness is greater than 10, and therefore the go button is also on. So you can make your sprites going crazy when the loudness is greater than 10. You can make the sprite like going to the random position like that. So as you will see, whenever the loudness is greater than 10, therefore then the sprite goes to random position. Instead of random position, in go to random position, I'll say glide in 1 second to random position. So whenever the loudness is greater than 10, the sprite goes to a random position. So you can say that the sprite is going crazy, and therefore it can be very helpful to you making some small games. So now let me remove that, and let's come to the next 3 blocks. These are very advanced blocks, and they will help you to make your games. So what is broadcast message? What is broadcast message and wait when I receive message? To understand this, let's have another sprite here, and let's take the batter here. So here let me say that when the space key is pressed in the cat's sprite, then you're going to set broadcast message in the batsman there. let's say when I receive message 1, then you're going to next costume. So what is messaging? Messages are the communication between the sprites and which are not happening upon the stage. They are communicating behind the stage. So they are like messages. Therefore we say them broadcast message. So now when I press the space key, then see what happens. The batsman changes its costume. There, as you can see, the costumes are like this one, there, this one, and this one. So when I go there, and now you see that when I press the space key simultaneously, the batsman switches his costume. So now I hope you have understood a little bit about the broadcast messaging, but let me explain you more so that the concept is clear. So the messages are like the communication between the sprites that won't be seen over the stage. Like you can have communication between them over the stage, like when I say hello for 2 seconds, then let me show that from control, wait for 2 seconds and then say hi there. So now you can see that there will be a communication between them, and like that you can make your animations too. Like when I press the space key, then see what happens. The sprites say hello and the batsmen say hi. So there is a communication between them which is happening behind the stage and above the stage. So this is a little bit complicated. You will understand this further when you will be understanding about the variables and the sensing. So let's have a look on this broadcast message and wait 2. So what this will do is, let's say broadcast message and wait there. Now see what happens when I press the space key, then see. As you will see, the batter spoke hi first and then the sprite one tell the hello. So why is like that? So the broadcast message and wait, what it does is, it goes that wherever the messages are broadcasting, then it will complete this loop here and then it will go back to the next code there. It is similar to the play sound until done in the sound block there. So I hope you like this. I hope you have understood about the events block. As you can see that they are the triggering blocks to the code. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed that, then give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, then subscribe it now. And if you have any doubt, then please write that in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.